Hello, good morning everyone. I'm just in the garden. The rain has just stopped. It is very early morning, and I just thought I might show you quickly around what's new in the garden, what's blossoming, and also we are in May and I'm doing no mow May. So I'll show you what the garden looks like now. Totally kind of unpruned. So this is totally tangerine. You might have seen this on my social media and in previous videos. This is really nice Geum. It's got lovely color and it is just full of blossom all the time. And I wanted to quickly show you, guys, keep deadheading your plants. I know it sounds quite brutal, but when you deadhead it, you have even more flowers and the plant will just flower and bloom profusely for a very long time. So something like this one is almost over, and you just pinch it out. There you go. And that will promote more flowers. What else do we have? So I have lemon tree. Poor guy, you probably remember this lemon tree got really dry over the winter because I completely forgot about, especially this spring when it was really dry. I forgot to water it. I thought it would be fine because I wrapped it up to protect it from the winter, from the frost, and then I completely forgot about it. So I'm hoping it's gonna be alright. It started to have new leaves. Let me just quickly take you back. It does have some new growth, and I do know they do tend to shed a lot of leaves as well, and then they quickly just grow them back. So I'm hoping it's going to be all right. And then we have Resume already flowering. I mean, it's been flowering for some time. The flowers are amazing, lovely color. Carex and some bulbs. Some of the bulbs I planted in the autumn, and this is Nectaroscordum, or the honey garlic. These are beautiful. I can't wait for all of the flowers, the little bells being open like this, and I do have a couple of them in the other pots as well. The scabious started to put some flowers on as well, and then I have some wild geum there, and also some pelargonium here. But guys, just to tell you, the garden is a bit messy, but it's done like that on purpose. So I wanted to do this video before I start going at it. Obviously when May stops, I will definitely prune everything down and it would look really nice and tidy again. But I do enjoy the mess as well. This is our Rosa iceberg bush. It's got a lot of new buds on, so it's gonna flower really nicely. And now kind of the corners of shame. So these are all my new, I'll show you more. Some of my new plants that I planted from seed mostly, and bulbs. Most of them are very poor because the slugs and snails have been at it, although I've been really vicious and I was spraying with garlic spray. And for some time they were perfectly fine. They didn't even touch them, but I think the wet weather, ever since we got a lot of rain recently, they've just been going at everything, even stuff that I haven't touched before. So this is the chocolate cosmos. This is what it's gonna look like, and I love these flowers. They literally smell like chocolate. If you're gonna have one cosmos in your garden, get this one. It's really worth it. And the flowers are very dark burgundy, kind of dark, almost black color. Really nice. This is Dahlia, and I think it's Miss Brandy, yeah. So up until this morning, this one was perfectly fine, and today I realized they have been here as well. I have a proof. Little buggers. The thing is, I'm not using any nematodes. I'm not using the slugs rings. which I might do probably next year. I am only spraying with the garlic spray for now, because I don't want to kill the slugs or snails. A lot of people are getting rid of them. What I do most of the time, and I know they do come back, but I put them over the fence when I find them occasionally. And yes, as I said, I know they come back, but at least I know I don't have the heart to kill them, so I know they will be fine. More seedlings here. There's obviously almost completely eaten. These are Brussels sprouts. So I moved them around. Oh, there he is. There you go. I will get him later. You see, these are Eringiums, and they have been eaten a little bit, as you can see, but I will need to remove this guy later, just as soon as I finish recording this. So this is Eringium, or the sea holly, and I do have a video how to plant this, but also most of it on my channel as well. These are Cosmos, again, most of them eaten, but I'm hoping they will pick up. I moved them from a place that they've been before, so I'm hoping, well, I was hoping that the slugs and snails will be able to get here, but as you can see, they do. This, I can't remember what this is actually, and I also lost the label now, I realized, but it might be freesia, or it might be ranunculus. What else do I have in here? Some oregano, which is growing really nicely, some pinks, chive. I love their blooms, and they smell so nice, so you can also use them in your cooking, in your salads, if you want. More Nectaroscodium. As I said, I do have a couple, and they're just popping out of the little pots that I have. Some green alkanet, and I love these flowers. I know a lot of people think of them as weeds, but I really like the deep blue, purpley kind of pinky shades. Also the white geum, and some more carex. Here, the violas are still, the pansies are still going. Then my sweet peas, and I wanted to do this video, but I will pick them up, and again, the more you pick them up, the more they will grow and bloom, so I will do that later on today as well. I have some nasturtium here as well, and the idea is to put to cover these ugly pipes with the sweet pea and the nasturtium. So I have a few more planted up, so I'm gonna move them once they start growing more, once we get a bit more warmth and sun. This corner, this is our veg patch. A lot of bolted salads and broccoli and rocket, but again, I'm leaving the flowers on, and they are beautiful, and bees love them. So as soon as they stop flowering, I chop them and I'll take them out of the ground. And to be honest, I cannot wait to do that, because I want to plant some more stuff, some more veggies. Tomatoes, some fennel here, a little bit of salad. Again, the slugs have been eating a little bit. And these are cherry tomatoes, yellow and red, and also the big tomato. I don't really know what species it is, because I just planted a seed from a tomato that I bought at the Romanian store. You probably remember me saying about that, and I'm hoping they're going to be really nice. It's growing nicely, so hopefully it's going to be alright. Some broccoli, or what's left. Again, these little they're just like plastic boxes, and they have been absolutely fine for a long time. and as soon as the rain started, they've been added as well. So broccoli and porridge in here, and again, excuse the mess for now, but I'm gonna be moving everything and repotting, replanting, transplanting everything. Some Swiss chard here and some beetroot. These are calendulas. There's already a bud here. So nice. I can't wait for these. I'm gonna use them for baking mostly, and for cooking, for salads. These were, I think, zinnias. Gosh, the state of them. And they look so poorly as well. They were much bigger. They were much bigger, like this one, for example. But I pinched out the top. Again, this is to promote more growth on the side. And if you look more closely, there is like a side shoot already forming there. So this is to promote more growth on sides, not just to have one stem, but have multiple stems with flowers. So we have the Veggie Patch, so some broccoli, there is some more forming here. And we have some spinach, some garlic, some beetroot again, Swiss chard, and then some new growth of radish and carrot and more beetroot and some spring onions as well. And another corner of shame again, the plantings of bulbs mostly. So these are the nerines that I planted recently. Of course you can't see anything yet because they will be flowering later on in August, September. More porridge, beetroot, and there are some ranunculus going on, also some sweet williams, anemone. I have a video on this as well, how to plant it. This is anemone Mr. Fokker, and they're amazing. Such a lovely, beautiful blue color. These are my two new guys. Although I planted some sweet william, I wanted some that is already bigger. So this is sweet william, and I also have some digitalis here. Some sweet pea Nigella that I planted. Well, just planted 28th of March, and you guys can see it hasn't done much yet because it's been quite cold and wet. So this is the Love in the Mist or Nigella, and it has lovely frothy foliage. I love that foliage. I love the whole plant actually, and I've seen it already growing so nicely around, and I'm a bit envious. Then some Salvia. I can't remember the species, but the leaves smell really, really nice. And these are more sweet peas that I want to put behind the sofa to grow up. And also more sweet peas and calendula here on this little tripod that I did. I will put more strings around as they grow, but this is going to be in a corner with nice smell and color. And then more pots again with ranunculus and more anemone, and I think we have some freesias here as well, but they all grow very, very slowly. Camassia, I planted a couple, and this is unfortunately the only one that has made it. The rest have been dug up by squirrels, I suppose. They don't look very good. And then I have some lavender and rosemary here in those corners. This is Louisia. I rescued this from the garden center. It was almost dead, but I love the flowers because they're so nice, such nice colors. And the Arctia here is growing very nicely. And alliums, we have quite a lot of alliums. I planted last year in autumn, and this is Achillea. I think it's purple velvet or something. Red velvet. And this is one of the plants from the Veg Patch garden, so I can't wait for this one. It looks amazing. The peony there. This one, well, this is not our garden, we are renting, and I don't want to move too much stuff around since it's not mine. So this peony is growing really nicely. It always has a very nice, good foliage, but I think last year we had one flower, and this year that there's no buds yet, so I don't think it's going to be flowering. But hey ho, this is something that I need to work on. I had it here for a couple of days, to be honest, but it is to be discarded off. Some plants to be transplanted, and obviously the soil I'm gonna put back into the borders. And then this pot you might know as well. It's got nice new growth as well, and this pot has a lovely verbena, bonariensis, and there's already bloom on it. This is the one, again, I have a video on pruning. We also have some irises already. They're beautiful. Some wild gems, some lemon balm here, and then I also spread a few pots around with some more verbena cuttings, and these are gladiolus, and the hydrangeas growing quite nicely as well. So it's been quite warm for a couple of days, that's why these burned leaves, and now it's quite wet, so it put a lot of new growth on, which is nice. Lovely phormium and some clematis. This one smells amazing. And a fuchsia here. Then a cuba hedge. There we have some ornamental grasses. This is my kind of shady corner. So these are the, excuse the cushion there, that's just to prevent our dog from going into the bushes. These are the tires that I need to plant up with some shade loving plants, so that's my new project. And I know, again, excuse the mess, it will get sorted soon. What else? We have some of the Oregano. This is the Talectrum. This looks amazing. It grows very nicely as well, but I've lost a lot of the foliage to the slugs and snails, as you can see, little buggers. And then we have some ferns, some aquilejus here. They grow really nicely here, actually. This is Geranium Roseanne, which is growing nicely too. Achillea, Alchemilla, what am I saying? Alchemilla mollis is growing here. Some more alkanet here, or Achillea. Oh, I just broke the petal anyways. And Brunera's flowering very nicely as well. There is Haconecla macra here. And then we have this yew hedge, which has started to put new growth on as well. This is the jasmine, sorry, the winter jasmine. It's got lovely yellow flowers in winter, kind of early spring. So we have this little acer here that's putting just a lot of foliage on now. Then this is a wild rose, Rosa rugosa, and then a lot of wild garlic, alliums that I planted in the autumn, boxes, and again a lot of pots with, these are freesias. The label isn't great anymore, but freesias and some more gladioli here and some verbena at the back. These are just cuttings that I took from when I was pruning the verbena. These are amazing, the little stars. And another peony, and this one has quite a few buds on already. Hopefully it will be flowering well. This is another hydrangea, smaller one, and some more alliums here. And then this climbing rose here. This flowers amazingly. Last year this was at this point, this time of the year, it was already flowering really nicely. It was all pink, the whole fence was covered in blooms. And then corners here, and then we have some raspberries and strawberries here with some lovely blooms of different weeds. The coach grass has very nice panicles. I love it, and I'm really happy that I left the lawn unmowed. And gooseberry, I think we're gonna have quite a few this year. If you look, there's quite a lot of them on. Can't wait for them. Gooseberries are one of my favorite small fruit. More strawberries, and here again. And then again we're back to the sweet pea here, and they smell amazing. As I said, I'm gonna pick them later on today and put them in a vase inside. And more coach grass. And what I also wanted to show you, as I said, so I keep saying about this normal May, and that basically means that in the month of May there's this kind of movement. In the month of May you don't mow your lawns, and it might look messy. You will have a lot of different flowers, as in dandelions or buttercups, or even the alkanet, a lot of clover maybe in your grass. And as I said, I know it's gonna look messy. I mean, look here, this grass is just gone mental, and then in the other corner we have a huge coach grass, which is just right by the wall of the house. It looks amazing though. It looks messy, as I said, but it looks amazing. So this is gonna get mowed in a couple of days when May is over, and I know I have provided a lot of food for the different pollinators. The lawn has been buzzing with life, lots of bumblebees, bees, a few butterflies, and yeah, it's just to provide more food for the different wildlife in here. Yeah guys, so this is it. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I know it's messy now. I know it doesn't look the best. If you do like kind of formal or nicely trimmed, organized gardens, then I know this is not your cup of tea, but it all has a purpose, and I am very happy that this movement exists. Again, as well, it's much lower maintenance, so in May I hardly did anything in the garden except for deadheading and some pruning. So if you leave it kind of wild like this, you will have less work and maybe more time to enjoy your gardens as well. Right, I'll see you in the next video. You have a lovely day, and yeah, see you next time. Bye.